So disruptive events, even if not catastrophic ones, can really throw people's lives sideways. So after the accident and after my life went completely sideways, I realized that out of all of the issues that kept coming up over and over again, there were about 4 categories of things. The first one was these essential documents or passwords or account information or access, having an emergency plan, having a key outside your house, having somebody as a backup to pick up your kid. My son has a little card in his wallet with emergency numbers on it, and we have an emergency plan. So if something happens and you don't have access to the phones or you can't remember what a phone number is or an address is, you can know where to go or how to find the information. Just having those essential pieces of information recorded and accessible and ready when you needed them, that was something that took only about an hour to update, and I'm grateful to have it. The second thing I realized is that while we had a lot of our money situation kind of organized, we didn't really have a solid enough emergency plan. One that would help take our family go from a 2-income family to overnight a none-income family. We didn't really have a cushion, and that was kind of terrifying. We'd stretched ourselves for a while, with the plan being I would be working full-time again, and soon things would balance out. We had been hoping for the best, and things should have turned around quickly, but they didn't, and we weren't prepared. Having some legal documentation prepared is really important, and a few basic documents are a will, a living will, which is also called an advanced care directive, and a power of attorney document. Having those few basic documents in place can really help make sure that decisions are made by the people you want to be making them, and that your money or your stuff or your pets or your kids have guardians established. You know, laws differ from state to state, and so if you don't have your documentation together, and if it's not legally binding, the state decides for you. And if you don't agree with the state on all of the decisions while you're alive, chances are good you might not agree with all of their decisions once you're gone. Having had some life insurance made a really big difference for me in being able to have a bridge from our old life to a new one. For a lot of people, life insurance can be really helpful, especially for growing families or for people who live in a 1 or 2 income house where losing that income would make a big difference or a catastrophic difference. It's also about you and your family and what's important, what kind of additional care and support and time you'd need after something happens to get back on your feet again. So now that you're ready to get your together, and you could have a long list of things to do, often people don't know where to start, and that can be overwhelming. Pick 3 things. Pick something that you'll feel much better about once it's done, and it can be small, like updating your beneficiaries online or writing down a password. Pick something that's been on your list for a long time. Just get it done, and you'll feel so much better that you've gotten this thing completed. And then pick something that makes you feel vulnerable or underprepared. What are those first areas that I feel are my weak spots that I need to shore up first? So taking a look at your life and what's important and what your priorities are, you might want to kind of plan for that and make sure that should that happen, you'll be okay.
Invest in you. Ready, set, grow. CNBC and Acorns.